Here we have the Bleass SampleWiz 2, which is a powerful, very powerful sampler that allows us to record the sound inside it and to transform then moving the parameters, and it is a standalone app and also an Auv3 app that allows you to recall all the instances you need inside the sequencer, for example, like Kubernetes 3 or others inside the iPad. Here you have an interface with the keyboard and the parameters on the top. For example, this is the first interface you can find. This is one of my presets created with metal resonating sounds from an handpan, that you can record all kind of sounds from all kind of objects, making many sequences of sound, acting the sound, recording them, and then going to play them with many morphological alteration of the form of the sound to create new shapes, completely new solution and new ideas in sound. The sample page is this, with the parameters like reversing the sound, for example reversing, as you can see, the waveform. Then you can change the gain. You can change the octave of the sound, the octave of reference of the sound. For example, an higher octave, a lower octave, and you can find the fine tune, the tune in semitones. You can find the start point and the end point. Then you have also other parameters. You can record a sound and reproduce it. This is my voice recorded now, and I'm using a preset I created, but it uses also many other parameters to reproduce the sound, which is very transformed, is another thing from the starting point. The material is only a starting point, and the recorded material is only a starting point to go to a new idea, completely new idea that we can save with save new inside our on the top of the left of this interface. We can create many presets we save. The right part of the sample interface is a granular transformer, which is a granular bunch of parameters, group of parameters that allow you to reproduce granularly the sound. Then you have a filter, a DSR, you have the drive. You have the drive inside here. The drive is a distortion unit. You can choose the algorithm for the distortion, different algorithms. You can have a filter activate. You can activate from here. The filter have a keyboard parameter where the pitch of the key you choose, is applied to the material with the filter. So you can record a morphological evolution of a sound. Then you can pitch, for example, on Do. all the material with the 100% of this keyboard parameter. Then you can shape the filter. You can add an envelope, which is an evolution in time of this filter. You can choose the filter different configurations: low pass, high pass. That low pass make passing the low frequencies, high pass make passing high frequencies, higher of the frequency cutoff point. Then you can have a band pass selection, which allow to pass the sound of a band selected. Then you can have a band reject. You have an ADSR envelope that allows you to sculpt the envelope, the amplitude evolution of the sound. You have times and also the amplitude level. You can connect it with the velocity parameter, which is the force you play the keyboard. Then you have the filter evolution parameters, the filter envelope parameters. Then you can have a modulation window that give you two LFOs, two low frequency oscillator. And the frequency oscillator are some forms that are recycled in loop, for example, freely on a beat, or triggered by the note at a certain rate. You can see the rate of the movement, and the movement is applied to a parameter you choose here. You have two destinations from each of the two LFO. With the LFO you bring a lot of movement inside the sound, and you make more organic, for example, or shaped the sounds. One advice I give you is about changing the parameters. The changing the parameters can be really by instinct. By instinct you find sometimes, nearly always, you find the best solutions. Follow your instinct, your hearing instinct, which is the nature of your musicality, but is always, you can study your instinct, you can grow your instinct, is always in evolution. Then you can use also the chance, the random choices. For example, random choosing an octave, random choosing a starting point, random choosing an ending point, then play. And here, or selecting, for example, here the granular synthesis, the cloud, choosing the window parameter, choosing the gain by random, turbulence 24, rate 2 seconds, then to play. This is very important approach to use the intuition and use the chance, the random parameters to create always new shapes you cannot preview. You cannot preview a perfect beauty sometimes, but you can really find it on the sound, because to find it on the sound by ear is to sculpt the sound really directly on the result. You can also use motion parameter, applying it to a destination 1 and destination 2. For example, sample gain. You have an harp, like an arpeggiator, which give you a shape of parameters, also with randomness applied, which is a range of randomness from each of the steps. You can find, you can play it. and so on. Then you have the effects, the delay and the reverb. The delay makes different copies of the sound and bring them in polyphony. The reverb is a global addition, summing of the reverberation of a sound in an ambient, for example, the global fusion, of the sound that rebounds on a wall, for example, on the sound that rebound on the walls of an ambient. Here I find another one of my preset you can hear. This is a sequence made with my voice. You can create really complex sequences with different notes, and then with the different notes you have the repitching of the global evolution of the sound, and you have very complex results like this. You can, for example, to bring a less vocal effect with a band reject filter in the range of the voice. And so on. So to make a recapitulation of my advices on this software, use your intuition for first. Use also random parameters to choose new solution for the parameters of the instrument. Use your ear more than your eye, and with your ear, your intuition, and these random changes, you can find great sounds you never imagined before, and never heard sound before. I salute you from Giorgio Bianchi.